A while back, I posted a question on my community tab asking which window managers you guys would like to see me cover in an upcoming video. And I've already made an awesome window manager first look and decided that I rather enjoyed it, and I've used it sporadically over the last month or so, but I haven't just gotten completely infatuated with it like I have with Spectre WM or DWM. But anyway, this video is not about awesome, but another window manager that was on that list. Today, it's time to install Qtile. Now, this isn't going to be a normal installation like some of you might expect, because after watching one of DistroTube's videos on Qtile, he stated that you could install this on Debian and Ubuntu with apt. This hasn't really been true since Ubuntu 17.04 or Debian Jessie. So for those of you who want to give Qtile a try without distro hopping over to Arch and you want to stay on Debian or Ubuntu, this video is going to show you how to get it done. So today we're going to install Qtile from source on Debian. So without further ado, to the virtual machine. So first and foremost, I want to apologize for the font size. This is honestly the largest I can get the font size in this TTY. But hopefully you guys can make out what I'm typing, and if I can remember to do it, I will post the commands in the video description. So anyway, this is a fresh install of Debian with no desktop environment at all. This is just a TTY. And all that's been installed is git, vim, xorg, and xserver-xorg. Oh, and also gcc and make. But that's all that's been done. And I went ahead and did that because I didn't want you guys to have to sit through all that. But if you wanted to see the commands, I'll go ahead and show you that. So sudo apt install git vim xorg xserver-xorg gcc and make. Give it the YY flag so you don't have to intervene anywhere, and it's already there. So if we clear the screen, we're ready to install what we need to install now. So if you haven't run updates or anything, now is a great time to do it. So to do that, sudo apt update. Give it the YY flag so we don't have to intervene, and all our packages are up to date. No upgrades available, we're ready to go. So let's clear the screen and let's do sudo apt install python-3 python-3-pip python-gobject python-dbus libpango cairo-1.0-0. Let's go ahead and install alsa-utils, pavucontrol, pcmanfm, firefox-esr, and suckless-tools, because we got to have dmenu. Now also, since all that's going to get installed, let's run the and command after this, because I only want this command to run if all of this other stuff succeeds. So I'm going to append this with and. Actually, you know what? Let's do yy and. We're going to do pip3 install xcffib and pip3 install no-cache-dir or dir cairo or cairocffi. Then after all of this, the dependency should be taken care of. I misspelled libpango cairo. Libpango. Okay, now it's right. So this is going to take a little while to run, but now that we're actually installing all of our dependencies, we are installing other dependencies that aren't available in apt through pip, which is the Python package manager in their repos. And also, if you didn't want to install the absolute newest version of Qtile, you could have actually appended again to that command with pip3 install Qtile. And that would have, just installed the version of Qtile from the Python repos or the pip3 repos. But today we want to install this straight from GitHub. So we're going to wait for this to finish up, and I'll show you the commands that we run from there. So now let's go ahead and get Qtile straight from GitHub. So what we want to do is run git clone git github.com/qtile/qtile.git. And that didn't take long at all. So let's go cd into Qtile. I'll run an ls and see what we got. Now for us to install this, we want to run pip3 install dot and hit enter. It takes a little bit of time, but it should be fine. All right, now we do have some warnings at the bottom of the screen saying the script Qtile has installed in home/mike/.local/bin, which is not in the path. But it will be in the path after we reboot. Considering this directory is not in the path, if you prefer to suppress this warning, use no warn script location. Okay, that's fine. Not a big deal. Let's clear the screen again, and let's make sure we can get to Qtile from startx, by running the startx command. So let's cd back to home, and then vim.xinitrc. Now, most of the time, you're going to want to run exec Qtile. This is not going to work. The command you want to run, at least on Debian anyway, I haven't tested this on Ubuntu, so exec Qtile might work on Ubuntu, I don't know. The command you want to run on Debian is Qtile space start. We're going to hit escape, :WQ to write and quit. And now let's sudo reboot. All right. So now I just realized that I don't have a terminal installed. So let me go ahead and get my version of ST installed before I even get into Qtile. I'm an idiot. So easiest way for me to do that is git clone https://github.com/linuxdabbler/st and sudo apt install lib xft -dev lib xcb1-dev, and I think that's it. And cd into st and make. All right, there's st. So now let's mkdir-p home/.local source, and then move st to home/.local/source. Now let's ln-sf to create a symlink from home/.local source st to /user local bin. Okay, I forgot to sudo that, so not a problem. So let's clear the screen and start X. And we are officially in Qtile, but right now everything's going to be super duper small if I change if we change the resolution, or if we change anything really at all without doing a whole bunch of other stuff. So what I want to do, let me fire up my version of ST, and I'm going to increase the font size so everybody can see. What I want to do is sudo apt install locate, because I really like locate. The syntax is a lot easier than just find. Now let's sudo update db, and all that does is updates the directory tree for locate to easily find new files. So let's locate. Let's see, default _ config.py. Let's see, the only thing I have is Qtile. So let's do xdg-user-dirs-update. Now we have all our regular directories. So let's mkdir-p home/.config/qtile. Now let's cp/home/mike/qtile/libqtile resources default config.py to home/.config/qtile and call that config.py. Now let's cd2.config/qtile. And we see we have config.py and pycache. So if we vim config.py, make it a little bit smaller. Okay. Now right now you see we have mod key set to mod 4, which is the Windows key or the super key. Now terminal, we have it set to guest terminal. I don't want to do that. So let's do st. Now I want this change to take effect immediately. So I want to write this and then Windows key Control R, and that will restart Qtile. So to test this out, let's do mod and enter again. That worked. Now to close a window, mod W. I want to change that too, because I've personally gotten used to the Spectre WM way of things, so I like mod X to close windows. So let's just find that. Okay, so it looks like key mod comma, then you have your letter that you press in quotation marks. So let's slash, and then let's do a double quote W. There it is. Okay, so that kills the focus window. Let's change this to X. Let's write that out. Mod Control R. And now if I open up another terminal and hit mod X, it kills it. All right, cool. So now what I want to do, let's get this a little more usable, because mod R creates a run prompt, but I want mod P to launch dmenu. So let's do that. Let's say, I'm just going to make one right here. Key. And let's get back inside and do square brackets, do mod, get out of the square brackets, comma, space, and let's put P in quotation marks with a comma, and then lazy dot spawn, and then let's do this, and then put inside quotation marks dmenu underscore run. I believe I need to put a comma somewhere. And then DESC for description, launch dmenu. And that should be all I have to do. So let's try it out. Let's write it out, mod Control R, and then mod P. All right, we have dmenu with mod P. So now that we've got one thing already set, let's yank this line and paste it again. And let's say mod W firefox-esr. And we're going to change this launch D menu to launch Firefox. Let's make sure that works. Mod Control R, Mod W, and that launches Firefox. Good deal. Let's go up here and yank this line again, come down and hit P. Now we're going to change this from P to, let's say, F, and we want to launch pcmanfm. And then change the description from launch D menu to launch pcmanfm. Let's write that, mod Control R, mod F. All right. That works really, really well. But right now, it's kind of bare bones. All I've done is just really set some key bindings. So I've got some stuff in my personal dot files that I want to reuse with Qtile as well. So what I want to do, let's right quit, make sure everything's good, and let's say git clone https://github.com/linux-dabbler/personal-dot-files. It's going to take a little while because there's some wallpapers in there too. But while that's running, let's sudo mkdir -p/user share backgrounds. And you know what? That's done. Let's do it here. So the only thing I typed out there, since you probably couldn't see it that well, was sudo mkdir/user share backgrounds. So let's cd into personal.files. Let's cd into config. Now let's cat our bash aliases into home/.bashrc, and let's read our home/.bashrc. Now let's make a directory -p home/.config/fish and mkdir-p home/.config/nvim. Alright, so let's copy config.fish to home/.config fish, and let's copy init.vim to home/.config nvim. So we're good there. So let's sudo apt install neovim. And actually, I've got some scripts in my Debian install scripts. Let's see the out of that, and then git clone https://github.com/linuxdabbler/Debian install scripts. And sudo apt install unzip and curl. Now let's cd into Debian install scripts. Let's make everything executable, everything.sh. Now let's do the neovim, /neovim. All that's going to do is make sure neovim is installed, and it's going to run the curl command for vim plug. So if I do nvim home/.config nvim init.vim and just hit enter, now all I can do is say :plug install. And if you want to see the video that I made about that, I'll put a card up and you'll be able to see that. So now that plug's installed and all of our plugins are good, now let's just source the file. All right, we're good to go. Now let's vim.bashrc. Okay, I just wanted to make sure every time I typed in vim, I was using my config of nvim. So we're good. Let's say if you wanted the Ubuntu nerd fonts or something installed. So Debian install scripts, and you can run / Ubuntu nerd font.sh. And now the Ubuntu nerd fonts are installed. If you wanted to have a look at any of these scripts, by all means, feel free. If you want to use anything out of this, just kind of pull what you need out of it and use anything you want, absolutely feel free. But there's a lot of cool stuff in here. So if we go back into personal.files, sorry, I got sidetracked, and we go into our scripts folder, you see there's all my regular scripts for the bar from Spectre WM and from DWM. And I like having these scripts around, so I want to make them all executable. So chmod plus x everything. And now that our .local bin is in the path, so I want to move everything to home/.local bin. So there's nothing in there now. It's all in the path now. And now the wallpapers. Now for my fabbg script to work, I need to have a file called current wallpaper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy, let's say 101.png to current-wallpaper.png. And I need to move all of that stuff to user share background. But I like to be able to just move stuff over there without doing sudo. So what I want to do is sudo chmod 750/user share background. And I want to change the owner to me. So sudo chown or change owner to Mike/user share backgrounds. Or if you were to script this out, you can do $user all caps /user share backgrounds, and then move everything.png to, you guessed it, user share backgrounds. And then sudo apt install feh. To the screen, and then fabbg. And we have a really nice wallpaper now. And also, if we run the wall script, you see we have our wallpaper shuffler as well. And if you want to get a look at that wallpaper shuffler, I'll leave a link to the video I made for it up in the cards. So now that we've done all this, let's make Qtile auto start some stuff. So what I want to do is actually edit my .xinitrc. So if I open another terminal and I increase the font size for everybody, that's vim.xinitrc. Right now, all we're running is Qtile start. So let's say I wanted the resolution to be 1080p. So let's say xrender-s 1920 by 1080. And always do an and if it's not the last thing on the list. The next one I want to run is Compton. And then I want to have my wallpaper drawn in the background. So let's run fabbg. So let's right and quit that. And I'm going to change my view to the monitor here. We're going to make this way bigger, so you can really see what I'm getting at here. And I probably need to turn off my scaling real quick. Okay. Now, let's mod Control Q. I believe that's right. Yeah. Now let's start X again. and that got us to a 1080p, because my screen is a 1440p screen, so it's not going to be really full. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to show you how you can do a startup script from your .xinitrc. Because if you wanted to do a startup script in the Qtile config, that's absolutely possible, but I'm not using a login manager or anything right now, so I'm just running from startx, and that's honestly the easiest way to go about it if you don't have a login manager. So just as a first look of Qtile, I'm really liking what I see. It's pretty easy to configure, and I'm going to do a little more research on this and kind of play around some more, and I may make a follow-up video on this. This has actually been, for me, a little better experience than Awesome Window Manager. So I may make a follow-up video on this once I get a good rice going. But anyway, that was my first look. Thank you for watching. Like, share, and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one.